Good afternoon, everybody, from somewhere a little bit different. Now, I am hoping that if I've moved to a different part of the school, that the internet connection is still going to stay as stable as it normally is from my office. But I thought, what a nice way to do assembly. But it's a bit lonely in here because I am in our school hall. And as you can see, where normally we'd have all our children for assembly, I am feeling rather alone. But I know that there are people at home watching. I know that the children through the school are watching the assembly. And I've put myself in front of one of our very nice displays in our school hall to have a bit of a different backdrop. Welcome and good afternoon to everyone who's watching our celebration assembly. Now, I want to start with our certificates, but I'm not starting with the children's certificates. I have some other ones for people who have been nominated. And I thought it's really nice to have this opportunity to share with everybody at home and across the school some of the staff members who have made a difference over the last couple of weeks and months to Heronshaw. So I've got some Star of the Week for grown-ups. And this one is a congratulations to Mr. Parker Lynn. Mr. Parklin, we are giving you a special Star of the Week award because we would like to say thank you for working so hard to keep our school clean and safe. As our caretaker, you do so many jobs that keep our school looking absolutely brilliant. So there is a certificate that I will be giving to you in just a moment. Now, also, for somebody else who always is in school, working hard each day, helping to keep the school really tidy, clean, and especially safe. This is for you, Mrs. Craig. There is your award as well. We'd like to say a huge thank you because even though the children don't get to see you very much, you do a lot of hard work that keeps our school looking brilliant. And finally, we could not forget Mrs. Parklin. Now, Mrs. Parklin comes in at the end of the day when the children have gone home. In fact, lots of the staff have gone home, but it doesn't mean that you don't work your magic and make our place look amazing. So well done, working hard as part of the cleaning team during a very challenging time. So thank you very much to those three. I will be giving those certificates to you. And hopefully, if you're in a classroom right now, which hopefully has happened, the children can be giving you a round of applause. Now, I've got somebody else here who's been nominated in a kind of a mini shout out here. And this is for Miss Guntrip. Miss Guntrip, there's an award here for you, and it says for always finding the time to offer practical support to everyone in the Year 1 team. That's marvellous. Certainly when we are learning all those new technical skills and things go wrong and we try something different, Miss Guntrip, you are always there to show your little bit of technical advice and help people along the way. So thank you. And then this one is not just for one person. This is for a whole team, and it goes to the foundation team. Wow, I am impressed. It says here, foundation team, you are the Heronshaw stars for going over and above to make each remote and in-school learning as fun as possible. It says, and engaging. Thank you all for being so supportive of each other as well, working to make sure that those very youngest children here at Heronshaw have the most wonderful time if they're learning in school or at home. So thank you very much to every single one of the foundation team. That's really, really nice to share. Okay, that was a really nice start to our assembly. I have got some more Star of the Weeks for the children who have been working hard across the school. So we're going to start with our foundation. And I've got one here for Rupana. Rupana, well done to you for your eager participation during online learning and for having some beautiful handwriting. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Do you know, I was watching one of the online lessons the other day and I could hear the teacher saying, even if you are learning at home and even if you're doing your work in your bedroom or if you're working at your table at home, we still expect a marvelous handwriting. Okay, you can do your best handwriting, your neatest work, even when you're doing your remote learning. The next one here is for Lara in Lyons for all of the wonderful activities that she is completing at home, both during lessons and from the home learning grid. Goodness me, you're doing double the work. You're watching the live lessons and you're still working through the grid with all those lovely activities that have been set up. Well done, Lara. And then crocodiles. This is for Rosie and crocodiles for joining in with all the online lessons with a smile. And that's something that's really quite special, because even if you're muted and you can't always talk in all the lessons, it's really nice to show that you're listening and you're smiling and showing everyone how happy you are. It certainly makes your friends and the teachers feel really happy to have you there with them. Now, the next one, going to year 1, we've got Toby and Pandas for making a fantastic wheel mechanism man. That is not very easy for me to say. Making a fantastic wheel mechanism man. Wow, sounds really super. Then, Tigers. We've got Zara in Tigers for her impressive knitting and her involvement in lots of creative projects at home. Knitting, there's a skill that I haven't done for quite a long time. I remember my mum teaching me to knit. So Zara, I'd love to see some of your knitting. So let's think of a way that you can share your knitting. Perhaps you could send a photograph of your knitting to Mrs. Begum. Or if your parents are on Facebook, maybe they could put a picture of your knitting on Facebook, on our Facebook page. That would be really lovely to see. Leopards now. We've got Jack from Leopards for working extremely hard on his sentences. Well done, Jack. He's worked hard all week and he's even done some extra sentences for Mrs. Revilius. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Moving on. There's another one for Leopards. This reminds me, Mrs. Revilius contacted me and said that she was in a real dilemma because the children have been working incredibly hard. Sometimes you get a week where it's so hard to decide between one child. So Mrs. Revilius has decided that she couldn't do anything else other than choose 2 children just for this week. So Hamza in Leopards, you are also a star of the week for Leopards for creating a brilliant piece of writing using his story map. Mrs. Revilius was impressed. That's what we like to see. Super impressed. And then we are moving to year 2. We've got Harvey in Giraffes for doing a brilliant frog life cycle drawing. Goodness me, that's quite a complex life cycle. And you've done a drawing showing all the different steps. Fantastic. Well done to Harvey. And then we've got Maddie in Gorillas for her community work with the food bank. Wow, I am really impressed with this, Maddie. You've been helping with the food bank. I'd love to know more about it. So perhaps if you could help Mum or Dad to send an email to either your class teacher or to me, then I'd love to read more about what it is that you've been doing to help at the food bank. Okay, if you've been helping to collect food together, if you've been sorting it, what is it that you've done? That's a real community help. So thank you very much. There will be lots of people who really appreciate what you've been doing. Now, Shana in Zebras. Shana in Zebras has been learning the Continents song whilst at home, and she has even been singing it live when Zebras had their class catch-up. Now, I will be talking a bit more about the Continents song in just a moment. Then I've got a couple more Star of the Weeks. These are for the bubbles. I've got one for Freya here, using the rainbow lenses to write her sentences independently in English. Well done to Freya. Then we've got Fortnum for making fantastic progress in reading and being a geography superstar. Excellent work. Well done, Fortnum. I've got one for Ruby in year 1 for not giving up with her reading, even when it was challenging. You don't learn it if it's not tricky and it's not challenging, then you don't learn something new. So stick with it, keep going, and then you get some really good rewards. Well done, Ruby. My next one is for Calvex. Calvex isn't in school today, so we'll send this out as well. Calvex for having a positive attitude towards his learning this week. Well done, Calvex. And then my final one for Felix in Foundation for being a good role model for others and being so helpful when tidying up. You know, Felix, I think you might need to come to my house and help my boys with learning about tidying up a little bit. That sounds really, really good. It's a good thing to do, tidying up and having that responsibility. Well done to all of our Star of the Week winners. A round of applause for you. Hopefully everybody in school and at home is giving a round of applause to those people too. Now I'm looking, I've got some comments. I've got a hello, year 1 are watching. Thank you very much, Miss Guntrip. I'm sure you've enjoyed the assembly this afternoon. Right, now, boys are dear. Right, goodness me, what have we got next? Here we are. I've got a really nice picture here to share. Here is a picture that has been drawn by Shana, and it says The Odd Dog Out. Now, Mrs. Astron was telling me about this. Mrs. Astron was telling me that you'd watched in the art lesson all about step by step how to draw something wonderful like this. I like how you've done it, and I have to say I love the dog's hat. If I hold it closer, you can see what a fantastic drawing. I do love a bit of artwork like that. Really, really special. Very, very nice. Now, for the children who are in year 1 and year 2, you will remember last year we did our YouTube assemblies. Every Friday, we had lots and lots of people watching. Now, some of the YouTube videos that we have on our channel were from challenges that we had set. And in the summer, when the weather was beautiful, this is why I've been reminded about it today, because it's such a lovely sunny day outside. But the staff took part in a bike challenge, the balance bike challenge out on the playground. And we tried to zip around that playground as quickly as we could. Now, it's that time of year where I'm thinking the weather is getting better, but I would like to challenge all the staff to do something new. But I need your help in choosing what it could be that we could all do. Now, it's not just going to be for the staff this time, because I might set this challenge for all the children, irrespective of whether they are in school or if you're at home. So who has got a really good idea for what our challenge could be? What do you want us all to try and do? Now, if you've got a good idea for a challenge that we could set, then you can either put it in the comments box here for our YouTube assembly, or in the next time you meet with your class teachers in the class Zoom chat together, you can share those ideas. You might also be able to share it with the school council. There'll be more about that coming in the next few weeks. Or you might want to send an email to your class teacher and share it there. Don't forget, your parents can also add it on the Facebook page. So I want some really good ideas. What would you like to challenge your friends with and the teachers with? Last time it was our balance bike challenge. I think it's time for something new. If it's sporty, I'm not sure it's going to be my best challenge. You never know. If it's an arty challenge or a science challenge, you can think it up and share your ideas. Now, let's move on, because we've got some birthdays that we're celebrating as well. I can see on my sheet that we're celebrating birthdays from James and Ethan in Tigers, who had their birthday on the 13th and the 14th. In Leopards, Adam was celebrating his birthday on, it's on the 24th, not happened yet, it's this weekend. George in Pandas celebrating his birthday yesterday, and Zachary in Zebras celebrated his birthday on the 19th. And we've also got tomorrow, it's Mrs. Elford's birthday, so happy birthday to Mrs. Elford. And a little bird tells me that on Sunday, Mrs. Pierce is going to be celebrating a very special birthday. I'm not sure how old you're going to be, Mrs. Pierce. I think it's a very special number. It might be 21 again at the weekend. Who knows? But I hope you have a wonderful birthday. All the people celebrating have a really wonderful birthday. Now, let me check on my notes that I'm not missing anybody off that's done something amazing this week. The final thing that I do want to share in assembly is that the year 2s have been singing a continents song. Okay, and they wanted to share it with you. So some of the children have helped to record singing a continents song all about Asia and Africa and North and South America and all the other continents in the world. If you would like to watch those children perform that song, then go onto our YouTube channel afterwards, and the video was added to our YouTube channel today, and you can see the year 2s singing that. All right, so that's something nice and fun that you can watch afterwards. Now, let me have a look. I've got, hello from Millie, and happy birthday to Mrs. Alford from Millie. Thank you very much, Millie. That's really kind of you to share that. Thank you, everyone, for joining our assembly. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you the next time that your class meet on the Zoom, or we'll see you the next time in school. Take care, everybody.